All right, let's go through this loss that I took on NAS today. All right, so I took a loss on NAS today. What happened? Let's go through it. All right, so pretty much this is NAS100 as of right now. What happened was I woke up this morning. Let me go on the 4 hour. Let me show you what I saw. Let me go on the 4 hour. Okay, and let me do this number. So I'm on the 4 hour. Let me go into replay mode, get rid of that candle. And this is what I'm looking at before market opened today on the NAS. I'm like, okay, I wanted to see how the 4 hour candle closed, how the daily candle closed, right? So immediately the 4 hour caught my attention. What do I see? I see two hammer candles. I see an inverted hammer and I see the regular. So it's indecision in the marketplace. So you see price actually started open here. This is where price opened. We came up and then we went back down. What is that saying? That buyers tried to take over the market, but the sellers stepped in, and then we came down all the way down, and then we finished strong here, right? Now, next candle, we started here, came up, came back down the whole shebang, and you seen buyers fight back. So there's indecision in the market. So what I did is I placed a zone here and I placed a zone here. Now I told myself once I placed those zones, I said, "Hey, we're actually we're looking like we're in a potential chop. I need to wait on price to break out of this chop, right? On confirmation, we going up or are we going down? So below this zone, we're talking sales. Above the zone, we're talking buys, right? If we can close a candle above this point, or we close a candle below this point, right? So what happened? What happened? What happened was I identified we're in a chop. Not only that, we got news today. We got the president speaking. We got a bunch of news. Red folder news later today around 2. So here's where I was able to actually gain some experience today. What are two things that I was able to gain experience today? Is this number one? If we got news, right? Later on today, the market opened 9:30. It's heavy news around 2, right? That's going to mean it's not going to be a lot of volume in one direction in the market. Okay, you got these big banks. They're going to pretty much wait on where they're going to place their money, their billions of dollars to move the market. Where are they going to place it? They're pretty much going to wait, right? Now I had this inclination about that before, but again, I never actually had the actual experience of actually dealing with that. Also, my second thing that I'm learning is I don't play the chop. I know how to play the chop. You buy at the low and you sell at the top is how you play the chop. However, I attempted to play the chop, and what happened was I got my head chopped. I got my head chopped off. That lets me know what is the lesson learned that I actually need to go and back test the chop on NAS. All right, I gotta playing the chop is a whole different ball game. I gotta really get some experience. So let's go through the loss that I actually took. So this is pre-market. Let me go look on the 5 minute. So this is pre-market. Let's see what happens. All right. So this is 9. Go a couple candles. All right. So boom. Once I saw that candle, once I saw this open, I'm like, okay, we are potentially can be looking for sales. But let me drop down to the 1 minute. What happened was I'm like, oh man, it looked like we could potentially be looking for I'm sorry, let me back up. Let me go in the replay. You go select bar. Let me see. Because this is actually where I took the L. So I'm looking at this. I'm looking at these candles print because I trade on the 1 minute. What do I see? I see a nice size indication. Let me do this so it's clear. What do I see? I see a nice size indication to the downside. Okay, here it is. We broke this low. All right, we're going down. Now, based off how this candle was, we started struggling in this candle. I'm watching this candle print, and we started struggling. Now, if you look at the next candle, you see price actually tried to come up, but it didn't. And all right, then we got another candle to the downside, right here, right here, right here. Okay, yes, this is the candle where I actually took a loss on. Let me let me get my tool here. So what I did is like, okay, this red candle here, this is the zone. This is the candle that I was actually looking to do a buy because I'm looking at the candles and I'm looking at how the candles are printing on the 1 minute. This red candle here was struggling. Like we started really struggling on the red candle. And then I see three uno, dos, tres. I see three sellers rejection candle. And you see this candle finish engulfing this red candle. So I'm like, okay, sell at the bottom, buy at the top is how you play the chop. So I'm like, okay, we're more so at the bottom. Number one, I mean, we're like if you chop this thing in half, we're at the bottom of the bottom, right? We're not at the like down here, but I'm like, okay, we're at the bottom of the bottom, right? We got three rejection candles to the downside, one, two, three, right? So that's four confluences. We got engulfing. We finish. Okay, that's another five confluences. So okay, based off of that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna try to take a buy. And what I got to realize is that even though it's a buy, is it a buy right now? And I think that's what happened. I was a tad bit too early. So what happened was price actually came down, came up, looking strong, right? One, two, three, we looking strong, and price came and touched my zone and came back up. I'm like, okay, we're going back up. And then price just hit the switch, it reversed, and it started going down. Now I'm like, okay, I could have got out of it early, but I'm looking at data to the left. I'm like, okay, we just gonna wick and we about to go back up. Oh no, we didn't. Stomp me out. OG stomp down style. Okay, so boom, this is the zone. This is the zone I marked up on a higher time frame. Okay. What is this zone? This is how you play the chop. Now we're at the bottom. All right. So what do you see price do? It's exactly what I thought it was going to do. Uh I was going to be able to make let's see. I was going to be able make a 1 to 6 on the trade. I wasn't wrong. I was just a tad bit too early. And that's a lesson learned. Number one, two lessons learned. Number one, if you got news later on in today and you can't like it, you probably just want to chill. uh Let that be a day, let that day be a win for risk management, because you got wins and your account gains and you got losses, but let that day be a win in risk management. When you got heavy red folder news, it's different if you got red folder news early in the day, and then okay, we can continue trading during the actual session. But I tried to jump the gun, and I got my hand burnt, and I learned the lesson. Also, second lesson is chop. I gotta go back and retest. I should have waited till price actually touched the damn zone, and I could have brought at the top. But I'm really not too fond of playing the chop. I mean, I've been doing good this week. I could have honestly just waited. Oh boy, I could have waited. So let me exit this replay. Let me see what price is at currently in the market. All right, so we're looking like sales. We see prices broken out of here. So yeah, that's the L for today.